Hello, beautiful souls. Well, today apparently the team, my highest, has stuff to say. This is another video. I didn't want to combine the two. The other video content I just created ended up being a whole nother conversation. Always super conscious conversations here. So we are going to talk about the book a little bit. We're going to get some quotes out of the book. All right. This is February 14th. 2026. Yesterday was Friday, February 13th, a very Venusian, very lucky day. So please understand what's been going on. Wake up. It's time to wake up. I also wanted to talk about, and I've talked about this in past videos, but because we are getting so close to this, we are in the portal. If you didn't realize, we are already in this Ring of Fire, solar eclipse, new moon in Aquarius, fire horse portal, reset, whatever. How have you been doing? How you been doing? It's been a week where I've had to, again, I'm feeling a lot. My stuff, my inner collective, and the collective consciousness. So I've had a lot of crying, raging moments, screaming, shouting, a lot of heavy sighs. So what I wanted to talk about is something I was aware of, I don't know when it was the other day. It was on the 9th. I decided to go back to my journal, which is up there, from last year, because I knew I started receiving like energy work and healing last year around January, February, and I wanted to kind of make a note of it. And I wanted to know when my third eye like activated. And it was around the spring equinox, like that night. I had a powerful spring equinox meditation, which was the 20th of March. But I was also curious if there was an eclipse portal, and there was. There was an eclipse portal 9 days later, which was, there was a partial eclipse portal on the 29th. And my left ear is ringing really loud. Thank you, Spirit. So the first Reiki session I had was February 27th. And I've been really paying attention on, for me personally, I'm very connected to the moon cycles and the eclipses and all of that. So you might resonate with that. I mean, we all are. We're as above, so below. Anyways, my first Reiki session was on the 27th of February last year. And that was a new moon. I don't know what it was, and I didn't look at it. I had my partner and I participated on the 8th, a cacao ceremony, which is for the heart chakra. So if you work with cacao, holy crap, have your own personal sacred, that's magic. Have a cacao ceremony for yourself today. There's plenty of information out there. Just get raw, you can get cacao, get really not cocoa, but cacao. If you can't find raw cacao powder, get some really good organic cacao and have your own heart chakra cacao ceremony today. Today or tomorrow. Yesterday I suggested writing yourself a love letter. And quit seeking validation on this day. Like, we know this day is, we want to be validated. Validate yourself. I mean, I bought myself yellow daisies and a bunch of white daisies with some roses and carnations. I have another bunch of yellow and pink and white flowers up here. Buy yourself something nice. I'm gonna go down and go to a crystal little gathering on the wellness store today and maybe buy myself a new crystal. You know, I've got malachite here with us today, the quartz. I'm wearing some pink quartz on my wrist. But it was really fascinating. Like, I knew in my mind, it's nice to see when I could write it on paper. When I went back to the calendar, I'm like, okay, this is what happened. I had that Reiki session. My awakening, my inner child woke up during that cacao ceremony begging to be healed. It was time. So my awakening started like right there. And I don't remember exactly. I think the year the snake started at the end of January. So everything just started peeling off. So that might resonate with how the unfolding, whether you're just going through your awakening process now, and like a lot of people are like mass waking up again, no coincidence. During these portals, you're going to see that, and I think we're going to see even more. So a lot of us, so you may have woke up years ago. 2020 was a big one. then 2024, 2025, and 2026. So I was in that 2024 group. I'm getting full body chills as confirmation. Some people woke up back in 2012 and so on and so forth. But again, that's how we coded ourselves to do this, okay? So after like the Reiki and the cacao ceremony, and then there was the Reiki share, I started participating in Reiki. I got certified in Reiki in May of last year, but I continued to participate in the Reiki share, knowing very deeply in my soul I am a healer. I come from a long line of healers, all right? It's an intuitive awakening within the remembrance of my gifts and abilities, okay? I had an intuitive massage. I had an intuitive massage on so my intuitive massage was the 22nd of March. That solar eclipse was on the 29th. So and again, what I've been hearing from other channel messages, when it comes to eclipse portals, they're about 2 weeks before, and then you've got the main event, and then 2 weeks after. So you're in the portal for a while. So some of us that are highly sensitive are usually feeling that portal energy sooner. The more awake you are, you're feeling it. 6:11 on the timer. So there's no coincidence that a lot of my healing things took place early last year. Not to say that it didn't throughout the whole year in its own way, but I just wanted to give you like a chunk, an idea, okay? I also started fruit fasting, very guided doing fruit fasting. I did a fruit fast. I went for a day, and then it ended up being 7 days or 11 days or something on fruit. And then I was guided to do like a 3-day fruit fast. Not because I was guided that in my old versions of my health and wellness, I was trying to achieve something. It was just, this is what my soul's telling me to do. This is what my consciousness of my physical body was telling me to do at the time. I had emergency Reiki in April. So we had that pink full, so this is what happened in the pink full moon. Holy shit, we went to a sound bath, epic sound bath, sound crystal bowl. And then literally 5 days later, whatever that shook up, because frequency shakes up my energy. Sound therapy is very beneficial for me. I highly recommend it. And that shook loose something that needed to be released. And so then I had a Reiki session at the end of the week, and everything just kind of, the ripcord was pulled. The full blown, everything was just awakened. Like I said, my third eye activated in March around that partial eclipse, spring equinox time. So, and like I said, a whole slew of stuff unfolded. I basically, after that Reiki session, I pulled the ripcord and I called my power back. And I continued to call my power back, and I recommend to call my power back from people, places, and things, timelines, dimensions, spaces, portals, and realms, known and unknown. I call my portal back, I call my power back now. I call my power back, continually to do that, okay? So, a lot of the stuff that took place over last year for me happened around the eclipse seasons, the equinoxes, the solstices. There's no coincidences that my soul coded things in alignment for me to receive and to get activations and upgrades. Not that I've been receiving this the whole time, but I'm saying the big ones. Like this next one is going to be a big one. I don't know what it is, but I know there's a ramping up that's going to happen with this portal, this eclipse, this ring of fire, okay? So remember, I just want to remind you, you do not need anyone's approval. All right? You just need to be your real, raw, authentic self. You do not need anyone else's approval. 1313, you do not need anyone's approval to be your authentic self. Okay? Everything that you do should be for you right now. Everything I do right now is for me. Say that. Everything I do right now is for me moving forward. In every now present moment. And like I said, write a love letter to yourself. All right. The connection to the light of the source inside gives you unlimited power. So the connection to the light of our source inside gives you unlimited power. Okay. All right, so I watched a movie last night, and I'm always guided. If I'm guided to watch a movie, I'm guided to share. So please watch the movie Hereafter. It's an older movie. The movies that I've been guided to watch in these past month or so, or even weeks, one or the main character or secondary character, the name is the name of my partner, or slightly adjusted. 314, which is March 14th, which is his flight home, was presented. So the version of his name was in this movie as the main character, and the other significant date on this particular movie towards the end was 314, and his flight home is on the 14th. Again, 14s are very significant. So it's very coincidental, no coincidence. It's very interesting how the team lined that up. So I rewatch movies again when I'm guided to. I listen to music. So if I'm scrolling in the feed and someone's doing a song, I'm going to talk about that. Waka Waka by Shakira came up. Someone was a jump rope video. So I literally went and rewatched or re-listened to Waka Waka because my clairaudience works through music and sound. Oh. So I'm going to read some of the lyrics because I was like, holy hell, holy hell, holy hell. So I'll read some of those lyrics. But please go listen to Waka Waka by Shakira. So there might be a message in there for you. All right. So we're going to thank our higher selves. Okay, so I wrote a little gratitude note to my highest this morning. So thank you so much. I have so much gratitude and love for my higher self for loving me so fucking much to not allow me to continue last year on the path and the trajectory that I was going on. Okay, so have gratitude. If you've already been through or still going through a awakening process, or if you're receiving this and you're just starting to wake up, okay? Have gratitude that your highest loved you so much and continues to love you so much to not allow you to continue on those paths that are not for your highest and best good. All right, that is your true love. You are your true love. Okay? So tell your future self, because everything's quantum, everything's happening all at once. So tell your future self. So to my future self, I am ready. I am ready. I'm ready to release what is dying. Okay? I'm ready to receive what is being born. I'm ready to step through the portal, even though I cannot see what is on the other side. I am ready to trust the timing. I am ready to trust my soul. I'm ready to become who I came here to be. So I highly recommend writing it and speaking it, because the speaking it from the vibration, from the sacred technology of your throat chakra will ripple out into the collective. It ripples out into the field of collective consciousness. Everything is frequency and energy, okay? Again, go please listen to Shakira Waka Waka. So I'm going to read some of the lyrics that really stuck out. It says, you're going to get so tired choosing the battle. So quit choosing a battle. Quit battling, basically. So you're going to get so tired choosing the battle. You might already be pretty tired. Okay? So quit battling it, basically. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get back in the saddle. All right? You're on the front lines. Everyone is watching. So if you don't think you're being watched, if you are one of the awakened ones, if you are one of the 144,000 frequency holders, it's not a number of people, it's a frequency. So if you are one of the 144,000 frequency holders, which I am, more than likely you're here, it is, whether it's fully woke up in you or not, everyone is watching, whether you realize it or not, because there's so much more than this 3D reality. People are watching you and talking about you in places and in realms and in rooms that you have no clue of. You know it's getting serious. I thought this was brilliant because of what's been going on. Again, I don't really know what's going on out in the world stage and the bullshit and the nonsense unless somebody tells me or it rolls up in my field and I happen to catch it, but I don't pay attention to it. I become aware of it. So you know it's getting serious when we are getting closer, okay? So the closer we're getting, shit's getting ramped up and not in the good way, okay? On the world stage is what I mean. That's what I mean. You're getting ramped up, but in a good way. What's being ramped up there? Yeah. All right, the pressure's on. Can you feel it? All right. You've got it. Hold on. The pressure's on. Can you feel it? But you've got it all, beautiful soul. Believe it. When you fall, get up. Oh. Okay? When you get up, or when you fall, get up. People are raising their dictations. You don't want to feed them. Oh my God, I had to re-listen to those lines again. So I'm going to say that again. People are raising their dictations. You do not want to feed them. This is your moment. No hesitations. Today is your day. Can you feel it? You have, I have, we have paved the way. Believe it. If you fall down, get up. If you fall down, get up. It is your time. It is your time to shine. I'm telling you, holy crap. I was very drawn. I rewatched the jump rope video. I'm I just need to go listen to the song because I'm very drawn to listen to it. I get messages from the team in lyrics. Music that's been in my playlist for years. There's a reason for it, okay? So I'm going to read for you page number 29 out of the book. Again, The Way of the Grace-Filled Heart. Again, this is number 3. Again, it was a very high-frequency book. I highly recommend it. It's not very big. All right? So page 29, which breaks down to 11. Finding the calm in the eye of the storm within our heart allows us to respond by sharing as grace the flow of light that guides us to light. Guides us light. I'm going to reread it again out of the books. I don't know if I wrote that down correct. Finding the calm eye of the storm within our heart allows us to respond by sharing as grace the flow of light as it gives us life. Yeah, I wrote it wrong. When I just automatic write, it's just sometimes it's just, yeah. I'm that doesn't make sense. All right, we are accountable for how we respond to the affairs around us. You are responsible. So are you going to allow your frequency and energy to be siphoned and to be drained because you're being distracted by things that no longer serve your higher self? All right? Are you going to take radical responsibility for your actions, for your words, for all of it? And again, I'm not saying to make yourself small, to bypass the numb, to people please. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying take radical responsibility for how you respond. If a person is trying to create an argument or drag you down in what I would call the death spiral into the negative energy and frequencies, take a deep breath. I shouldn't say I'm going to gently bow out, and you can just graciously take responsibility not to participate in the bullshit nonsense, whether that's sports, that's politics, that's fucking religion, all of it. You know what I'm talking about, okay? Take radical responsibility, please. It is Feral February, beautiful souls. It's time to be you. Practice radical acceptance of who you are. This is who you are. This is who I am. If people that are in my life are not going to accept me for who I am right here, right now, fuck them. Fuck them. I'd rather fucking be alone. Fuck them. I know that's harsh. It might come off a little tough lovey, but it's nope, double nope, hard nope. Oh my gosh, I haven't even seen this card yet. So I love it when the team just uses the cards to confirm. So it's a no, it's a double nope, it's a hard fucking no. Choose the path of no today. Chef's kiss, team. Thank you. Talk to Mahanza. Again, you can do this in a way that's graceful. The truth will set you free. But first, it might piss you off. Oh, thank you, team. I love they're hilarious. Such a fucking chef's kiss humor. So I love you. Love you. You love you. Go buy yourself some flowers. Buy yourself a crystal. Buy yourself a plant. Buy yourself a new outfit. Eat some nourishing foods. Eat some foods that will help nourish your heart. All right? And love on you. You do you. You are your first priority. You are your first and true love. Okay? All right. I love you. From the bottom of my heart to yours, beautiful soul, I see you, I feel you, I know you, even when you can't. Okay? I will see you on the next one. Bye.